Right, within 7.1 and on the test, you're going to have to be graphing radicals, so graphing these square roots. You'll have different versions of these, but I'm just going to start with the basic one, the square root of x. Again, look at it, it's written like a function, so not y equals the square of x, but f of x equals the square root of x. Right, so now think about this. If you're going to square root something, make sure you can square root it. Square root of 0 is 0. Alright, there we go. That's my starting point. Okay, the square root of 1 is 1. So a bit awkward on here. About there maybe. Yeah, about there. Okay, 1. Square root of 4 is 2. So here's about 4, isn't it? So about 2, about there. I don't have any graph paper. Square root of 9 is 3. Rustling in the background. Right, square root of 9 is 3. So about there. Square root of 16 is 4. Right, so when x is 16, get a about there. And so on, if I went up to 25. Now look, this is what the square root of x graph looks like. It's curved. Not bad, not bad. Keep going, mouse. Okay, so hang on. It keeps on going, okay? It doesn't flatten out. I should have... Wait a minute. It's going to keep on going up and up and up forever. But of course, it just kind of slows down. So, you know, it keeps on going, but it kind of starts, okay. So, it looks like that, okay. That is the square root of x. Now, you're also going to get questions on what's its domain. Now, domain are the values of x's you can use in this particular equation. So think about it, you can't use any negatives, because you can't square root negatives. But look at the graph. Where does it go from? Where does it go to? On the x-axis. Ignore the y-axis, all right? It starts at 0 and it includes 0, okay, bracket. It goes on to infinity, okay, remember this for interval notation. Okay, go back and look here, inequalities, absolutes, all right? That's it, it goes from 0 to infinity, okay? You can put anything you want into that square root as long as it's positive. You can square root a billion, all right? Don't know what that is. But that's part of the domain. You can use it. You can't use negatives for this one, all right? You can't square it negatives. And that's it for the domain. Now also, think of set notation. It's also this. Remember these? Here's also, let's remember after this, x's such that x's are greater than or equal to 0, okay? I prefer using interval. Here, right? But that's the set notation way of writing it, okay? That's the interval notation. Remember, go back to your absolute inequalities, okay? Way back, some of the first videos. That's it. You can use one of those two, but that's the domain. X's must be bigger than or equal to 0 or 0 to infinity, depending on how you want to write it, okay?